Imagine taking a $45,000 geodesic dome and turning it into $120,000 per year in revenue. That's exactly what some hosts on Airbnb are doing with their unique geodesic dome properties. In this video, I'm going to show you a few of the really cool geodesic domes that are absolutely crushing it on Airbnb. And I'm going to show you exactly where you can get the domes that are being used for these properties for about $45,000 US. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, I'm looking at AirDNA and I'm starting to look through some of the really cool domes that they have available that you can see on Airbnb, and you can see all the stats on AirDNA here. Now, there's a couple here. You can see this one here. That's a really nice luxury glamping dome. You can see they've got another one in the same location, it looks like, probably by the same owners. They've done just basically a replica of that. These properties are bringing in even more revenue. We're talking over $136,000 in revenue on the one and over $141,000 on another. And you can see there's all kinds of really cool, unique properties, and some of which are relatively inexpensive to set up that are performing crazy well. You can see these two doing over $120,000 in revenue, each one of them. If we jump over, I've actually pulled up one of these properties specifically, and it's the one that's bringing in $119,000. It was available for 334 days last year, had a 96% occupancy rate, and it attracted about $375 per day. Now, the thing that I really love about this one dome specifically is that it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, sleeps 4 people. So it's a really small and quite affordable dome to set up. And I'm going to show you just how affordable it is in a moment here. I'm going to show you the whole configuration, where you can get a dome like this, and exactly how much it costs. But this property did about $120,000 in total bookings with about a $45,000 dome. So let's take a look at the property and see what they're doing really well and start kind of exploring it. So you can see here that right off the bat, it's a really unique property with really cool views. It's a really cool space. They've got the curtain that closes over the window, and they've really done a great and creative thing with that. I've actually never seen someone do this before. They turned it into a projection screen. So intelligent, so smart, so that now if you're closing those blinds to go to bed, you're just kind of sleeping in a bubble. So what makes it even cooler is if now you can turn that bubble into your own movie theater. So I really love that they did that. Gives you something extra to do at the property. And you can see that you can either sleep down here on the kind of couches, I think they kind of push together as a bed, or you can sleep up top in the loft area. The cool thing is you can actually configure a dome when you purchase it with a module like this that has the kitchen, even has a bathroom inside of it, has a loft bedroom upstairs. And so I'm going to show you all of that. Now with this one, they've got the kind of kitchen down below. They've got a wood stove to keep it nice and warm. It looks like they've got a solar powered fan on top as well to keep it nice and ventilated, keep air flowing through there. They've got some windows, and it's just overall a really beautiful space with a nice little loft bed up top. Now the loft bed up top isn't a whole lot. It's just going to be enough for one person to sleep. And even at that, it's not going to be super comfortable by the looks of it. It's quite small. But then what they've got is this separate small dome structure off to the side that this one has a little bathroom in it where you can soak in your tub. You've got the bathroom, you've got running water. So you've really got everything you need. You've got the comfort of a proper space. It's not like you're really just camping and roughing it. It really is glamping. It really is glamorous camping outside. And then they've got a deck with a fireplace. They've got a nice area to sit. They've now added a hot tub to the place. So that's really nice. An extra thing to do because you are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And so now you can see the whole space here where you've got the kind of bathroom setup here. You've got the actual main dome. You've got your sitting area. And then you've got your hot tub, I believe is right around here somewhere. So overall, really cool space. And it's phenomenal that they've got it running all year round and that they've been able to do about $120,000 in bookings on it in a given year. Now you got to imagine that really you're not going to have a whole lot of cost with a property like this beyond just the initial setup. You are going to have to put a structure in place to put the dome on. So you want to be mindful that that's going to be in addition to the cost we're going to go over afterwards. But having done something similar on a slightly smaller scale to what we're seeing here, because I have a dome myself in the backyard of one of my properties that I have on Airbnb, Airbnb, I can tell you that it's not overly expensive to build a deck like this. It's pretty basic footings they've got, just a basic round deck. So it really isn't going to take much, maybe about $15,000 to $20,000 to set up the deck. If that, materials, labor, everything included. If you choose to do it yourself, you're gonna save even more cost there. Then you've got the hot tub, and then you've got some furniture, which in this case is very, very minimal for the furniture, and then the actual dome unit itself. Are you a brand new or experienced Airbnb host, co-host, or investor who wants to host as successfully, as profitably, and with as much fun as possible? If so, then I would love to invite you to check out BNB Tribe, linked in the description down below this video. It's our exclusive community for Airbnb hosts, investors, and co-hosts from all over the world, where I share some of my best trainings that go into detail on every single aspect of Airbnb hosting from A to Z. We've got advanced training playbooks that will help you to use more advanced strategies to take things to the next level and make more money and have more fun hosting, co-hosting, or investing on Airbnb. You're also going to get access to an incredible community and over $2,500 worth of deals, perks, discounts, bonuses that I've negotiated with other vendors in the short-term rental industry. So if you want access to all of that and a whole bunch more, check out the link in the description down below for BNB Tribe, and I would love to see you on the inside. Now, I understand some of you guys are going to be saying in the comment section that, well, you also have to account for running electricity or running water, different things. And that is definitely true. If you have a property that is completely off grid, it doesn't have services running to it, or doesn't have services running to the space where you put it, then you're also going to have to spend additional to that. But even if you're spending an extra, let's say you're doubling the cost, you're putting in a total of $100,000 into that property, if it's able to generate $120,000 in bookings, and then the only real expense you have on that is going to be your cleaning fees, maybe a little bit of utilities expenses, and not a whole lot else, then you're going to very quickly pay back that investment and have a property that's cash flowing really well. Because you've got to remember that with real estate investing, and short-term rental investing is no different, the main cost that you're going to have in running your property is going to be your mortgage. And so if you can get a house essentially purchased for about $45,000, call it $100,000 by the time you set up all the structure and everything, and you're really not going to have much in the way of debt pay down. And so it can really quickly turn into a cash cow. Now, if we jump over here, I want to show you guys how cool it is to be able to look at, let's jump over here. So this is a dome that I've checked out on FDomes, and I've configured it to be exactly what it looks like is in that specific property. Now, I might have gotten it a little bit off. It might be a slightly bigger dome, might be a little bit different. And because the F-Domes company that I'm looking at here, I really like the way they configure it, but they don't have a separate module for a bathroom. I actually decided to upgrade the size of the dome that I spec'd out here a bit and include a module inside of it that has a bathroom inside. So if we go over to the interior view here, you can see that we've got the actual dome. It's fully insulated as well. So that's an add-on that costs a little bit more, is to insulate it so you can deal with 4 seasons. We've got the wood stove here as well. You can see it right there in the corner. That's another add-on. And again, this is all configurable right from F-Domes, which is really, really cool. We've got the module inside that gives you a kitchen over here. It gives you a bathroom inside, which I don't think we can quite see. It's a little bit wonky on the interior here. But then the other cool thing is that, I don't know if you can make it out quite, but there's actually a loft bedroom right up top here. So you can make the dome bigger, you can go a little bit smaller, you can play around with the different interior modules that you get. But this basically is spec'd out to have all the different amenities that are included in the other dome we were just looking at, where it's got a small kitchen, it's got a loft bedroom, it's got an actual bathroom inside here. Plus the insulation, it's got the solar vent for the fanning, it's got the heating from the wood stove, it's got the curtains all the way across, it's also got a PVC floor liner, so you would have to put flooring on top of that likely if you want to have like a good nice walking surface, and it's got the anchoring kit to anchor into the deck, everything, and it comes out to a total, as you can see here, of just below $45,000. So if you can spec it out like that, and again, you can really, really get creative with how you actually configure these things. They've got all kinds of different dome sizes, interior styling, exterior styling, and colors, different modules you can add there. And so you can really go as far as you want. And the cool thing is you can also go much smaller. So you can start to get really small units that you would then just put a bed inside of, add them onto an existing property. And then the nice thing with those is you could be small enough that you don't need to actually get permitting for the property at all, which can be really helpful just in speeding up your timeline and reducing your cost as well. So this is really, really cool. And a lot of people are starting to leverage this to make additional cash flow. And that being said, I've got other videos where we dive into the nitty gritty of exactly what makes properties like these perform, which largely is the uniqueness of them, the really cool factor. So you don't want to just jump into this without the research. You want to look into which types of properties are actually going to perform well and whether a dome would do well in the market you're looking at or not. But if you can find a really good setup and you can get it up and going, it's easy to see how this quickly turns into quite the cash cow. Now, if you're interested in learning more about all things short-term rental, Airbnb, hosting, property management, co-hosting, investing, whatever it might be, and you want access to all of our best training, an incredible community of other like-minded hosts and investors and co-hosts, then check out BNB Tribe. We've got all kinds of deals and discounts on all kinds of products like domes, like all kinds of hardware, software, services, products, whatever you might be. We've got over $2,000 in different deals, discounts, and savings for you inside there as well. So check it out. It's super, super affordable to join. It's an amazing community. It's got all of our best training in there. So I highly recommend you check that out. Link is in the description right down below this video. If you like this video, you think this kind of thing is cool, you want to see me do more videos like this one, let me know by just hitting the like button on this video here. It really does help me out a lot. So even if you just want to do me a quick favor and hit that like button, it really does help out tremendously. And last but not least, if you are new to the channel here and you haven't yet subscribed, which I know a lot of you guys are from looking at my stats, I know a lot of you guys are here watching the video and haven't subscribed yet. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with the 2 new videos we post every single week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. All that said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you over in the next one.